Posley Jones. I've known Posley Jones a long time, like since I was a child, like a young child. And so I knew him first. A lot of people know him first as a singer, but I knew him first as an organist. And he has a long list of brothers, and they all were musicians and singers.
Posley is truly a character of his own. There is no one like Posley Jones. I say he all right. All right, all right. All right, all right. All right, all right. Now, when I was here at Brown, CC was really close to Posley. So at one hour rehearsal, this guy walks in. I was like, I do vaguely remember his face. But when Posley started to sing, oh my God, there is no question about who Posley Jones is. Like, for instance, like Stevie Wonder, automatically you know who his voice is. Or Maurice White, you know exactly who that is. So when Posley Jones sing, oh my God, you know this is an anointed singer.
Posley's sound was rather unique. He had a big voice. I always compared him to our local modern day James Moore. James Moore is a powerhouse of a gospel singer. And Posley, you listen to him in the songs and his abilities, direct tie to James Moore to me. I mean, I see James Moore all over Posley.
So his voice was unique simply because it reminded you of James Moore. But Posley Jones had an edge to his voice because it was just a tad bit higher. So even when he talked or whenever he sung, it was a register of voice that you just didn't get from any other person. So every time he opened up his mouth, you knew he was special.
Everybody around, when they heard him sing, they were like, man, this is like a modern day James Moore. But one thing that he said, he's like, man, you gotta be careful what you ask for. I'm saying in his voice, you gotta be careful what you ask for, Doc. I could have been dead, sleeping in my grave.
When it comes to the message and the music, it was amazing how no matter whatever he was singing, he always related it back to his personal life, especially when he would get to the end of a song. He would always talk about like, oh, I just got out the hospital, but God is still able, or I can't see right now fully.
And so I'm speeding and going along and stuff like this, and I get the lights behind me, and Posley said, oh, what's that? I said, well, it's the police. He pulling me over, because Posley, couldn't see. And Posley said, he yelled across me and said, officer, I'm a blind man, but I sing. And he said, but if I'd have known he was speeding, I would have slowed him down, but I couldn't see how fast he was going.
My dad had called me. I was in town for a minute. He said, come play behind me. And guess who else was singing? Posley Jones. And I called him. I said, look, man, I don't know all them songs you be singing. I ain't Tim Mason. I ain't Lackey. So you got to help me out. He's like, oh, man, whatever, man. We going to make it do what it do, man. I don't care what key you in, man. Just stop playing, man. I'm going to do something. That's how he talked. And it was like, I was like, all right, man, this is what it's going to be. And we did it. And it went great. And, just like he said, I played in whatever key I knew how to play in. He sung whatever song he knew I knew. And it went great. And the next day he called me. He was like, man, I know you doing your thing, man, but you got to come back, man. You got to come back. Ain't nothing like seeing you and your daddy up there doing y'all thing. And the only thing I could think about at the time was like, I can't believe he actually see me and my daddy up there.
One thing, it's kind of weird sitting in this particular spot right here, because this is where Posley used to sit when he comes in. Now, he might not always get here on time, but guess what? The ushers will leave this spot open for him, because we know when he gets in here, the anointing is going to flow, because Posley wouldn't even have to be on the service. We'd be up there singing, all of a sudden we hear like, woo! We hear runs up. There's my Posley. He had a unique voice, a unique sound. There's not a friend like the lonely Jesus. Take it away, Posley. There's not a friend like